Greetings. This is a Red Square election reality check. U.S. elections are scripted theater. They're designed to make you think that we have a democratic system and you get to decide what's going to happen in the country. Nothing could be further from the truth. It's all theater with an ensemble cast that includes over-the-top right-wingers, hucksters, blustering fake socialists, attractive young heroines, and all sorts of other characters. It's the largest reality TV show in the world, and it's all scripted. That doesn't mean that there is not room for improvisation. You can have a candidate stagger out looking like a cadaver. You can have somebody get their ear shot off. But it doesn't change the fundamental storyline. Working people don't get to decide anything. We make no fundamental decisions about the environment, about war and peace, about human rights, about education, about employment, about healthcare, or just about anything that's really important to us. We just get to pick one or two of these clowns that are presented to us. The policies of the government grind on regardless of which clown sits in the White House. The government bureaucracy doesn't change. The candidates for president, for Congress, for just about everything, have all been pre-selected for us to be able to choose from. Our overlords make these decisions. No matter who wins, they win. They'll impose the wishes of the ruling class. Now, liberals are all up in arms about the Supreme Court codifying that presidents are immune to criminal charges. Well, newsflash, the U.S. government power has increasingly been concentrated in the executive branch since the foundation of the United States. Democratic and Republican presidents alike have ordered assassinations, run covert torture programs, overthrown governments, assassinated people, and started wars with impunity. They've always been immune to charges. The makeup of the U.S. Supreme Court has also not fundamentally changed this time around. It has always upheld racist and sexist government policies. Rulings favorable to civil rights were written by segregationists. Roe v. Wade and other progressive rulings for women were put into place by sexist judges. It was the mass movements in the streets that forced the government to make these concessions. And that's where our power is. Our power is in the street. The advances that the working class has made have come through militant mass actions that force the employers and force the government and the courts to grant concessions. The right to vote, the right to speak on street corners, the end of legal segregation, an end to the war in Vietnam, women's rights, gay rights, none of that came from elections or from elected officials. It was won because people went to jail, people spilled their blood, and most importantly, mobilized in our millions to fight for human liberation. And that's why they're going to use this episode with Trump's ear to clamp down on our right to protest. And they're already doing that in Milwaukee by moving the right to protest well away from where the convention is. If we want to stop the march towards either nuclear annihilation or carbon-based species suicide, we must build a global movement that takes power out of the hands of a ruling class that is blinded by greed. Now, all the politicians are saying we have to unite with this event with Trump. We have to unite, we have to stay calm. And I could not agree with them more. We all need to chill out, unite together, and overthrow capitalism. From Red Square, signing off.